Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll be going live here momentarily. So I can't guarantee it's going to be a great show with my flying. I can guarantee you it's going to be pretty mind-blowing with some of the new AI music that Hazardous came up with today. And he finally got SUNO to do a duet. I can't stop listening to it. It's so good. All of these tracks are so good. I can promise you, you'll be blown away with what AI has done and what Hazardous has been able to get out of SUNO. Anyway, we'll be starting in just a moment. Stand by, and as they say, wait for it. Would have started earlier, but I passed out after dinner.
Checklist shaking in my hand, name tag crooked on my chest. Captain laughing says, relax, this old bird's tougher than your ex. Hey, hey, hey. Runway heat waves blur my sight, sweaty palms on plastic light. Tower talking in my ear, every word tastes like fear. I'm Kinneas, the SKYDUDE, learning how to fly, dude, trying not to die, dude, somewhere in the clouds tonight. If I don't hit the wrong switch, if I ride out every glitch, maybe I'll be alright. Kinneas in the sky tonight. Slow, kid, pick a lane. Instructor sipping on his tea says you're fine, probably. Oh yeah! I overshoot the center line, heartbeat racing past the time, but when the wheels just kiss the ground, silence feels like the loudest sound. I'm Kinneas, the SKYDUDE, learning how to fly, dude, trying not to die, dude, somewhere in the clouds tonight. If I don't hit the wrong switch, if I ride out every glitch, maybe I'll be alright. Kinneas in the sky tonight. What if I breathe when the wind gets wild? What if the storm pulls down this child? And I remember every dive, every climb, every you got this in my mind. I'm Kinneas, the SKYDUDE, learning how to fly, dude, trying not to die, somewhere in the clouds tonight. If I don't hit the wrong switch, if I ride out every glitch, yeah, I'll be alright. Kinneas in the sky for life. Hey, hey, hey. Hey!
After being pecked by a radioactive bird, a somewhat mannered Tuthill was compelled to become Kinneas, the SKYDUDE. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space itself. I would have started earlier for this evening show, but I'm getting older now, and I'm prone to passing out. Passing out after dinner. Carb tank. Just catching Z's. Anyway, The missus decided not to wake me up. Oh, man. So today's show was freaking amazing. Not because of the flying. It has nothing to do really too much with the flying, although that went rather well. We didn't crash. But lately, Hazardous FDM has been creating songs with SUNO AI about the show, Kinneas the Sky Dude, and or just in general, flying type songs for both of our shows. And another side project, kind of the one that I've been joking about, it started as a joke, doing a buddy tune, you know, like a show tune, like a Disney show tune between brothers, or two dudes. And it hasn't been able to pull off a duet. He managed to get SUNO AI to pull off a duet. It ended up not being between two bros, two men. It ended up being a duet between a man and a woman, both pilots. But it works so incredibly well. I can't believe what he's been able to pull off in general and what AI has been able to pull off. Yes, we all know that AI is freaking amazing, right? The things that it's doing. I did not know that AI handling music was that good yet. It's good. It is amazing. That song you just heard coming in, that was the first one that I chose for the show, Kinneas the Sky Dude. Unbelievable. I would have never known that that's not a real band. But just the way it puts everything together, you know, the composition and yada, 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 the way it builds the verses, bridges, everything. Unbelievable. Anyway, I want to play those songs again as we get going here. You know, usually during a climb or something, I'll pick one. There's 4 of them. And then the fourth one is the duet. And all I can say is wait for it, because it's so dang good. Did I wash this thing and refueled? Yeah. I forgot to wash the plane today, and one of the VIPs got pretty upset. I understand. Keep a clean plane. Hey, prayers going out for our friend, Hey It's Lazy, who's been sharing a lot of his videos with us lately, his 3D prints and painting and other things that he's doing, and wonderful stuff. And his, I hope you don't mind me saying, his wife is a little down and is in the hospital tonight. And I don't know that it's serious, but if you're in the hospital, that's serious. It doesn't matter what it is, really. You're in a hospital. Anyway, thoughts and prayers out to our friend, Hey It's Lazy's missus tonight, okay? So, God bless and all that. Truly. So today we did a lot of skipping cruises in this thing, just trying to make some money. And talking just in general about the pitfalls. Weird playing in the background. The pitfalls of choosing to skip a cruise. And I can say rarely ever will it work out in your favor. And so demonstrating today through the activity the horrible situation it always manages to put you in if you skip the cruise. I don't think I changed altitude. Well, that's something I forgot to do.
Please give your warmest welcome to our passenger, Mr. Cook. He's a warmly recommended client. The service must be impeccable. Have a good flight, Captain.
Man, they really, that plane over there called Prophet Hunter looks like a shark. If I didn't know that was like design work on the side, I would say it looks like a bunch of birds had their way with that plane. I don't know if that's really working, Prophet Hunter. That's a little too much. Maybe up close it looks really awesome. But at a distance, when you can't, and you have bad eyesight, It just looks like birds have been pooping all over your plane. Okay.
Ground, Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2 with Quebec. Ready to taxi. IFR.
Alright, this thing doesn't have an auto throttle, which can be tricky.
Taxi to and hold short of runway 18 center using taxiway Echo 13 Echo. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Oh good, I did change the flight level to 15,000. They've been sending us up to like 45,000, these ridiculously high climbs to get to cruise altitudes on the East Coast. Dudes, dudettes, there's nothing above like 4,000 feet out here. Why do you send me up to 45,000 feet when you could do this trip at like 6,000 feet? Yeah, it's probably more fuel efficient. Yeah.
Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2, please acknowledge.
But anyway, man.
Taxiing, hold short runway 18 center via taxiway Echo 13 Echo. Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2.
Wow, Lazy has 100 million in career in 3 planes. I'm working my way to that 100 million point. I would like to get an airliner. I would like to at least get the Airbus A-320 Neo. I have 26 planes right now, 24 to 26. And my passives are earning about a lot of low ones like Skyhawks. And all my passives are earning about $1.5 million a day at the moment. I know a lot of people advise me not to do that, to go that route and spend all my early money on smaller planes and, you know, building up a giant fleet. Like, just save your money until you get a big one to make money, and then you can buy whatever you want. I know, it's just the way I did it. All right, looking ahead at our approach. This is going to be an ILS approach, but again, I'm going to skip after we get to climb and show you what happens. You might as well just throw this ILS out the window. I love doing ILS flights. I love computerized everything. I love doing it by the book, and I like everything being precise. Okay? But once you do a skip and you have an ILS setup, chances are, boy, you're going to be in a bad situation. If we can pull it off an ILS, just remember, if you're going to skip a cruise, prepare to just, first of all, just make sure the plane is under control as soon as you respawn. Let me get the frequency. You're the captain. Keep the thing stable. If it puts you right on top of the runway, the last thing you want to do is a steep dive and say, well, I'll just do it. I'll just shoot for the runway. Don't do it. Just take a deep breath. Get the plane under control. Get it slowing down. Usually they start you out of like full throttle. 109.95. And circle around once or twice or more, whatever you have to do before trying to make that landing after a skip. All right, let's look at our legs here. Not those kind of legs. We have a discontinuity after or before J. Dean. Okay, a discontinuity. Let me zoom in on that for you. Each airplane like this grade, they have these computers in them. Everything up to airliners, they all have something that looks something similar to this. They all have different names, but they all basically do the same thing. They're called FMC, Flight Master Computer, airplane computer, whatever you want to call it. If it looks like this, it's an airplane computer. Okay. If you see in your flight plan those 5 boxes, okay, that means along the flight plan as it's going from runway 18 to the vector, and then as it finishes up writing the vector out, then when it hits one of these, it doesn't know what to do, so it'll just keep flying straight or whatever. And it won't go on to the next waypoint, which is J. Dean. Okay, so you have to clear these, and the way this is the way some of them work. Not all FMCs work this way, but this is a good thing to try first. Just click the JDing option one time, and then click your discontinuity, and it should replace it, as it did. Okay, then you have an execute down here pop up. Hit the execute button, and we set it in stone. There we go. Now our flight plan will move on, mostly. Sometimes it doesn't. You still have to make it go back to JD and whatever. We'll work it out. Good idea to scan through your flight plan. Hit the next page and scan down. Smeam, pigs, Givesy, glitch, stock, Sexer, CV, and then a discontinuity, and then Moln. Some of these words. Okay, so Molny. Click it. Click the discontinuity. Execute. Okay, then PPOW, and then runway 27. Okay. Looking over there at the EFB at the approach course plate for that runway. The frequency, here's your tune button on your FMC. Tune. There's your radios, your squawk, everything in here. So I'm going to plug 109.95. Use your keypad. 109.95. And I'm going to plug that into the nav 1. Okay. So if for whatever reason I can't get it stable after we respawn after the cruise, I will attempt to do an ILS approach in which I will hit the approach button on the deck up here. Dun, 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 dun. The approach button, we're in light. You might not be able to see it. Where is the approach button? APPR. So if all goes well, if I were to tap that, it's going to try to do a handshake with the ground computer and manage our descent down to the ground. Okay, another thing to pay attention to when you're looking at one of these charts is usually the side view down here. So Molny, we talked about Molny in there a minute ago. By Molny, we need to be at 3,000 feet. By PPOW, 2,500 feet, and then we come down to the runway. And that should be in, those altitudes should be in the computer, and VNAV should be able, with approach, to bring us down to that. Sorry if this is all boring, or, you know, I already know this stuff. I'm sorry. Sorry. VIP is where it's at. You're right, Lazy. Do I have a Discord? Yes, sir, one moment. I'm not great with Discord yet. So I struggle a little bit trying to like hook people up with the proper URLs to it. So what I can try to do is the voice, the general chat channel should be here. I'm posting this into the chat room. That should be the general chat channel. Here's the voice. So the first URL is the chat link, and the second one. Hey, it's Lizzie. We hope you brought pizza. No. A little late to order pizza, but I'm down. I had an uncle, man. He was the best dude in the world. He was lazy. I think you would have loved him. He was a dude. And, oh man, the early days of HBO, cable television, and He used to love to stay up late watching TV and ordering pizza. All right. And you are more than welcome to join me in voice. I popped into there. I hope those work for you. I think they have. Oh, there you are. Okay. Again, forgive me. I'm slow with Discord. Slow. I'm getting there. You know how it is for us older dudes. Sometimes it's, you know, hard to teach an old dog new tricks. When I catch on, it's good. Okay.
Charlotte Tower, Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2 ready for IFR departure. Runway 18 center.
Okay.
Sierra Victor India
15,000.
Altimeter tree 004. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 center.
Okay, I need to change my altimeter. I think she said 3004.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 18 center. Kin Sierra Victor
3004. Using the barometer knob. Read that number in that box. See, it says 2992. And then the one on the scale over here says 1013. It's using like the European way to do it. I don't know why it's doing it that way. By the way, just look at the number in here, 2992. We need to make that 30. I already forgot it. 3004. 30. 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. 3004 inches. Okay. Your uncle was a Chinese delivery guy. I think everybody would have got along just swell. You're gonna fly tomorrow if you're down. Wife's had to rest till we get into the specialists. I'll try to be around as much as I can tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot for my normal 2 o'clock hour show, but hey, you know, roll with the changes. Whatever happens, if I'm around and you're doing it, I will do my best, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, 15. I dialed in 20. 19. There's 15. Okay, 15,000 foot dialed in. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to flight level change. Turn that on. This half bank button. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with the camera tonight. This half bank button loves to turn itself off. I don't know if the plane's haunted. It is, but yours might not be. But this button might be haunted on yours too. It loves turning itself off. Keep an eye on this thing. It'll be turned off after we lift off. Watch. Guarantee it. Okay, yaw damper. This one sometimes wants to turn itself off. On. Okay, so I've got flight level change. On. I'm going to go ahead and dial this number up closer to 200. This will probably change once we get in the air. As soon as it's engaged, it kind of locks in whatever number your throttle is at. I do not appreciate how they set up this airplane for... It has no auto throttle. The only thing close to an auto throttle is when you're in a flight level change. I don't know why they chose to do it this way instead of a auto throttle, but I don't dig it at all. All right, there's 200. Oh, no, we don't want to be over 250. Okay. And then, once you reach your altitude, if you're climbing using flight level change, as soon as you hit your altitude, that thing shuts off. It goes into... It should go into altitude hold mode. But if your throttle's full forward, you'll then start taking off. And you'll start overspeeding. So, a lot to think about with this plane. All right. This plane also has a toga function. If you do a lot of flying, you're familiar with that. Not noticeable. Doesn't stand out on the throttle quadrant. But it does have a toga. So you may want to bind a button to that. And that's short for take off, go around. It configures the plane for take off, go around speeds. Okay, we're clear to go to the runway. All right. Enough talking. Let's get in the climb and let's check out that one of the first new tunes that Hazardous came up with today. It's about a cargo pilot. Could be you, could be me, could be anybody. It's a darn good song about a cargo pilot. And then later we'll do the second one he came up with, which is about me. It's Kinneas Won't Go Down. And it's rather nice. I really appreciate that one. Okay. Get this up out of our way. It says half-baked. I don't know what's half-baked, but I'm going to be about half-baked. This is an evening show. Usually no kids are around unless they're European kids. And it's 22 minutes after the hour. So before I get going here, please allow me to add a little bit more ado. So, with further ado, before we get going, it's 22 minutes after the hour, and I want to get myself half-baked. Might have to set this show to 18 or older. Pup up pass. Cheers, smoke if you got them. Toga mode. And that should show up as TO on your screen here. So it shows that the take off, and it shows that the yaw damper is active. Okay, let's set our heading to runway heading, push. Real quick again, let me look at the flight plan. Are we going to make any sudden turns after we take off? If so, I want to use heading. Yeah, we're facing away. And there was that discontinuity, remember? So when we take off, it'll fly us forward, and then it would just keep flying us forward if we didn't fix that discontinuity. But what's going to happen is if I immediately put it on navigation mode, it might do an abrupt turn to get back to J. Dean. And so you might want to handle any abrupt turns or, you know, long, big turns. You might want to handle that with heading hold and adjust it every couple of seconds to make your what's I'm looking for, your rotation, your spin, your turnaround a little easier on the VIP. I have never been able to get 100% VIP client satisfaction. I've been working so hard to make that happen, and it hasn't happened yet. I think a lot of it still has to do with using that flight level change button. It's sometimes too aggressive, and I might want to just start. And everybody's yelling at me, use flight level control, use flight level change. Don't use vertical speed. But yeah, but using vertical speed, I can make it go up nice and slow at a slow angle that doesn't upset our VIP. You see? Everybody's all about fast. That's kind of what that duet is about. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All the songs will eventually be posted individually. I'm sure Hazardous will get to that soon. What's the German word for stoned? Gutenbaked.
V1, rotate.
Gear up. After about 1,000 feet or close to 1,000 feet, get the flaps up. See, without vertical speed on, just in an uncontrolled climb, if I let go of the joystick, she's going. Right, so what now? What's the, yeah, too aggressive. We've already lost the VIP. They're already mad. Use some trim to get the nose down. Okay, autopilot, heading hold, flight level change. And air traffic control in our ass right off the bat. Heading, are you on? The half bank, it turned itself off, told you. Half bank limiter turned itself off. Okay. See, we're going with flight level change on. We're going 4,100 feet per minute. Now, maybe most people realize that when a jet's taking off, it's going to climb. But it still seems like too much on our VIP. So I prefer using vertical speed. And right now, again, 4,100 feet. I don't like going above 22,500 feet per minute. I don't remember where I learned that. Maybe it was when I was learning to fly airline planes. They're like a comfortable angle for a climb with snotty passengers is 2,500 feet per minute. You're gonna be blown away. I think that's the well, I want to do the cargo song. The next song after that is something called like Airplane Alibi. It's about a VIP pilot who deals with interesting VIPs. And the story in that song is going to blow your mind.
Captain, we're in overspeed. We
Yeah.
need to slow down.
See, now we're overspeeding. We're under 10,000 feet, close to 10. To 46. Okay. All right. Now I wanted to turn us around. So let me use heading. I don't think it's going to matter at this far out now. It's going to create a slow arc. So go to direct to, go to legs, direct to JDean, execute. We should now see our plane turning to get onto the GPS. All right, so that's taken care of now. What else do I have to worry about? I'm slowing down a little too much. I want to find somebody who's modded the CJ-4 to have an autopilot, an auto throttle. I can't take it. At this point, if somebody said, hey, I'm going to give you a free CJ-4, I would tell them no. I'd bury it and make a living room out of it. An underground living room. No, I know that's stupid. What do you mean? You'd actually sell the thing, wouldn't you? Yeah, I would actually sell the thing. I don't want one. Come on. all this money, $1 million or whatever it is to buy one of these things, and they couldn't be bothered to put in a proper autopilot, auto throttle. I keep saying autopilot. Increase the throttle again, just too darn slow. Okay, as promised, I want to blow you away with this next tune. This is about that cargo pilot, and it's called... I'll have the name for you in a minute. They're not all stuck in a memory yet. Neon Runway Cowboy. And again, this is entirely, well, Hazardous put in the prompts, meaning he entered in some sentences to say what he basically wanted the song to be about. And the rest is all AI by an AI called SUNO, S-U-N-O. Neon Runway Cowboy.
Midnight horizon, the engine's alive. Got a one-way ticket in the SKYDUDE ride. Dust on my boots, but the cockpit glows. Analog dials in the purple.
Wait, JD's back there? What the hell happened?
Call, got a rush delivery, can you haul? Town fades out in a neon blur. Runway stripes like a midnight spur. Throttle up, feel that engine crack. Small town kid gonna learn to fly. White line flash, heartbeat fast. Leave the ground, no looking back. Static fades into the blue. Just me, this bird, and a job to do. I'm a neon runway cowboy riding through the sky in a six-seat dream where the starlights fly. Got a cargo hold full of promises to keep and a restless soul that don't need sleep. Through the twilight glow and the radar lines, chasing city lights and county signs. From the backwoods strip to the skyline zone, I make my living out here alone.
I like that part.
Mountain shadows in electric blue, autopilot humming like it always knew. Crosswinds push, but I hold her tight, dancing
We don't get why we're going away from JD.
GPS lines and a compass spin. Every mile's where I'm growing in. Used to doubt if I had the nerve. Now I ride every twist.
Yeah, that's not following.
Fuel gauge low, but I'm locked in. Chasing dawn like a second wind. Hear that tower clear me through. Runway's yours, we're watching you. I'm a neon runway cowboy riding through the sky in a six-seat dream where the starlights fly. Got a cargo hold full of promises to keep and a restless soul that don't need sleep. Through the twilight glow and the radar lines, chasing city lights and county signs. From the backwoods strip to the skyline zone, I make my living out here alone. Mama said, son, don't chase that wind. But I found my life where the clouds begin. Every drop, every climb, every shaky start. Built these wings and this stubborn heart. I'm a neon runway cowboy greeting the sun. Another long night flight finally done. Got a cargo hold empty, but a fire inside. And a brand new day on the other side. From the dirt road past to the endless blue. trip.
So I saw another one. I saw several. I don't know if it was a new short you put up today. Those are interesting looking clouds ahead of us, by the way. And I'm going to skip our cruise here in a minute. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. But I saw Lazy had put up another video which showed a series of different 3D busts that he has been painting and working on. And they're all fantastic. That most recent one that we've been looking at of the elderly gentleman with the beard and the shoulder armor. The skin tones, the depth in the skin tones, at least in the video that you're able to get, is pretty darn neat. You know, the way you're able to get the shadows right now, I don't know how much of it is the lighting itself, which I'm sure has a lot to do with it, making it look good too. But you know, under the skin, it's just not, hey, just let me have a flesh color, and you just throw a flesh color on things. There's anyway, looks like there's a lot of painting technique going on. But beautiful stuff. I wonder if over time, though, I mean, is there any, how do you finish them? Do you lacquer them? What's to protect them? And does the paint in any way over time, like, eat into the paper, dissolve the paper? Is it mostly neutrals? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of questions there for the long-term survival of those things. Me, when I was a kid, I lacquered everything. We were Boy Scouts, and they're like, do you know how to use lacquer? I'm like, I don't even know what the hell that is. They're like, let's make your mom and dad this really neat, put a photograph on a piece of wood, and we're going to stain the wood, and then we're going to lacquer the thing. Once I learned about lacquer, oh, we were friends. Just lacquer the hell out of everything. Okay. All right. Skipping the cruise and getting on so we can get to the next tune. All right, so we need to be at 3,000 feet. So before we do our transition, I still don't know where it's going to put me in the air, but I want to try to facilitate it not putting us up so high when we skip. So I'm going to ask for a altitude decrease before we skip cruise. Let me go ahead and inform the passengers that we're in cruise.
To all passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on flight SVI-12.
Half-baked.
Cruising at an altitude of 15,100 feet at an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 6:37 p.m. and are expecting to land in Newburgh Town approximately at 8:07 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
What are the characters from? I want to say like Baldur's Gate. They could be. I have no idea what the characters are related to or what they're from, if it's original content. One of the guys looked like he's the older guy with the beard, the bald guy. He looked like he's right out of Baldur's Gate.
Atlanta Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 12, 15,000.
Kin Sierra Victor India 12, Atlanta Center, altimeter tree 00 tree. Radar contact. Continue to JDAN.
3003. (3003) Request cruising altitude decrease. We're 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Let's shoot just for a full 10. That'll put us at 5,000 feet. They may not give it to us. That might be too low.
Sierra Victor India 12. Request 5,000.
Kin Sierra Victor India
I'll be darned.
2, descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Kin Sierra Victor India 12.
Okay, so that's set. What else? Want to make sure the bank limiter's on. It's going to probably turn off. It's off again. I don't know why that toggle's off. Yaw damper's on. Get flight level change going and dial it down to under 210. Usually when you come in, sometimes like maintain da-da-da, keep on speed not above 210. So keep it under 210 here.
Kin Sierra Victor India 12. Please expedite your descent 5,000.
Well, I got one better for you. I'm gonna skip. Okay, cross your fingers. Here's where things get interesting. Okay, first thing.
Kin Sierra Victor India 12. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 27 approach via India Golf November transition. Clear to India Golf November.
Okay. First thing, and it's going to happen a lot to you. As soon as you respawn, the autopilot is still engaged. Okay. But it's usually not pointing at the proper waypoint. And it's going to be throwing your plane to the left or to the right. First thing you just might want to do to get things under control is just turn off the autopilot and get the plane under control. Okay, normally I don't pause. I mean, that's cheating to me because in real life you can't pause. Well, in real life you can't skip either, so whatever. Okay, but you may have to just turn off the autopilot. We're right on approach. Sometimes they'll dump you 50 miles out and give you plenty of time to work things out. Sometimes they're going to dump you like right now. Now, here's another problem that's going to happen. They're dumping me right on approach. I could put it into approach mode or even turn off the autopilot and I can fly this down. But now working with air traffic control in its head doesn't know that I'm on final. And it usually doesn't facilitate us being right there with ATC ready for a landing. Okay, so sometimes it's better just don't let the runway in front of you tempt you. Turn away. Circle around the area for a moment. Go all the way back out to the approach start again. Restart this whole sequence. Because chances are you're not going to be aligned with air traffic control. So you're going to have to usually cancel your flight plan, come back around, and then say you're on final. Either way, you might be way better at this than I am, and you don't care. You just take it in for the landing. Or you know how to do everything properly, and I don't. So this is the best I've got worked out. Okay, so what do I want to do? Like I said, I just want to turn around. So what was the start of... or a waypoint out in front? All right, so here's what they want us to do. So we're right on the approach for runway 17, 27, my bad. I want to put us... They didn't give us any easy waypoints. I want to put us back to Seavey, S-E-A-V-Y. And I want to be out here and try to come in and make this approach again. There's our hold is usually out here, it says. But I don't want to go to hold. So let's see if in our FMC we can find CV again. See, normally once it passes a waypoint, it knocks it out of the computer. But you can always put in a direct to and enter it yourself. S-E-A-V-Y. V, where are you? V, Y, CV. And pop it up here. And execute. See that it's taking. It says PPOW there. It says PPOW. Direct to CV. Execute. Alright, it's because we're paused probably. I need to... What altitude are we at? We are... Can't tell. There's 0 there. We're at 3,000 feet. That's fine. That's right where we wanted to be. So make sure altitude hold is on. And make sure our throttle is in a good spot.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS.
Okay, so we were cleared. I could have probably just tried to hit the...
Clear to India Gulf November. Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2.
Now I feel dumb. Now I could have actually just tried to hit approach.
India 1-2. Contact tower on 121.0 when inbound.
Okay, well, better safe than sorry.
Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2. Acknowledge last transmission.
Sure. All right, heading back out towards CB. You know, that's... Wow.
Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2. Please acknowledge. Tower on 121.0. Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2. Tower, Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2. 7 miles east, inbound ILS runway. 27 approach.
Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2 Tower. Altimeter 2980. Cleared ILS runway 27 approach.
980. Okay.
Cleared ILS runway 27 approach. Kin Sierra Victor India 1-2.
What was the initial fixed point? It was... Oh. Molne, M-O-L-N-E, and then PPOW, and then runway 27. So let's try to get back out to Molne. Molne. I see mold. Alright. Alright, looks like the plane is turning back around to go after mold. So now let's get our speed under control. Altitude, you better be holding. Dang you. Okay, hold. Well, next time I won't be a chicken and I'll try it. But normally they've all been bad after skips. Not in a good spot to hit the approach button. Lowering ourselves down or setting 5,000 feet seem to help. Normally they bring us in abnormally high. And the last thing you want to do with the VIP is do a sudden descent. A sharp angled descent. But I probably could have made that if I could rewind time a little bit to when we spawned in. Maybe all we had to do at that point was just hit the approach button and would have been good. Still have to get the... Still a lot to do. Still have to try to get the landing gear down. Still need to put in... some flaps. Need to get our landing light on. Need to turn off pitot heat. Don't have to. You need to do your seatbelt and safety stuff. Strobe and nav. I like having them on. Gotta get that taken care of. What's happening with the plane? It's like, oh, now she's going back to CV? Okay, we need to move on to PPOW then. Direct to PPOW. Okay. 100 and whoa. Too slow. I didn't want to look up. Any sudden movement on the controls, I don't even want to touch the controls for a moment. Any sudden movement, this thing could flip right over. These love flipping over on you. Any sudden twist of the rudder, we're losing speed again. It's turning. If I was flying this manually, yep, too slow, let off the speed. So right now, again, any sudden movements, sudden twist of the rudder, flip, you're right over. All right, I think I'm gonna put that. Well, I'll wait till the break. Let's get landed, so we can get our full attention on the song. Time is it? 12. Then it's going to go from Peepaw to runway 27, 2,500 feet. Light level change, altitude.
Altitude.
Uh-huh.
Sierra Victor India 12, wind 29er tree at 10, cleared to land runway 27.
I feel like we were here just the other day. Some of these places are starting to become familiar. All right, here we go.
Sierra Victor India 12, did you copy?
Cleared to land runway 27. Sierra Victor India 12.
There's our runway. Seems like he's bringing us in. Should have gone way out there and then brought us in. Really? All right. Let's try approach. Here we go. We're above the glide slope. The ILS frequency was in. Do you have to swap source? Here we go. Double check approach is on. Off approach. On. Turn on. Turn on.
Altitude.
Why aren't you turning on?
Altitude.
We're off course. But why didn't... dang it. I have no idea.
Autopilot.
Why the approach mode didn't kick in. Alright, bringing it in manually. Do it live. Come on, easy. Easy. See what I mean? Just any sort of movement with anything. She's just a temperamental, snotty beast of a plane. All I'm trying to do is bring our rear end about, applying a little rudder, and she starts fishtailing and doing all kinds of stupid things. She does not like being moved. Yeah, wrong speed and we're done for. Man, that bums me out. All that circling around. I really like doing ILS approaches, so I'm not really sure why it didn't take. Something else to hunt down and figure out. Stop tipping.
Sierra Victor India 12, exit runway when able.
Not when Kane, when able. Hello, I'm able.
Sierra Victor India 12, contact ground on 121.9er.
One 121.9er for Kin Sierra Victor India 12. Ground, Kin Sierra Victor India 12. Request taxi to parking.
Kin Sierra Victor India 12. Taxi to gate 2 using taxiway Alpha 5.
I know the flight was challenging today. Maybe our flight stats will help understand where we could do better. Let's have a look.
And then at the last minute, it throws out an error. Missed air traffic control transmission. Uh-huh. %57 satisfaction. That's, I think, the worst score totality of today. You win some, you lose some. All right. So that one coming. Okay. As promised, we are going to do another little break, just a few minutes, long enough really just to play this next tune, and I'll be looking for another job here while it's playing. This next tune that's gonna hopefully blow your mind. So that first one was called Neon Runway. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is about a pilot who flies VIPs. The story in this is fantastic, or the lyrics are fantastic, leading up to a particular point of, well, in literature they would call it the climax. Listen for the climax of this song in the story.
I got a jacket that don't quite fit, and a tie that's pulling at my neck a bit. They say, smile, son, you're the chosen ride for the guilty rich with something to hide. Clipboard queen with a practiced grin says wheels up fast, don't ask where they've been. I nod like I'm just part of the machine, but I read between what isn't seen. Oh, the runway's long and the silence thick, and every favor's just another trick. I'm your first-class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can sip your lies while I hold the line. At 30,000 everything's just fine. No one checks the conscience when the view's this bright. I am your first-class alibi tonight. They talk in codes like a cheap TV, with designer shades and a guarantee that what goes up won't come back down, at least not here in this private town. I hear confessions through a cabin wall, filtered drinks and protocol. They think I'm deaf behind this door, just a hired hand, nothing more. But the black box knows what I won't say. Every little sin at cruising air. I'm your first-class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can toast your deals in the dim cabin lights, while I keep the wings steady in flight. No one checks the conscience when the seat's just right. I am your first-class alibi tonight. Turbulence hits and they grip their glass. Funny how the mighty pray so fast. Suddenly I'm more than just the help. I'm the only thing between them and themselves. Cabin secure. Yeah, we're climbing still. I'm your first-class alibi. Don't ask me why. I just trace the lines across the sky. You can dress it up in gold and charm, but gravity don't care who you are. When the wheels come down, you're out of sight, and I'm just the ghost of your midnight flight. Hang up the tie, let the engines cool. Another quiet trip for another fool.
Wow. And swing big band on top of it.
Hello, Captain.
Hello. Wasn't that fantastic? I can't believe it. That, you know, what the AI is turning out to be able to do really well on top of everything else is its ability to create songs that make sense and have meaning and are powerful without providing it the lyrics yourself. It's writing amazing songs. Get rid of our discontinuities. It's another ILS landing. So this time, maybe not cheese out and just try to make it get into the... Got to figure out why it's not engaging. What do you mean there's no chart? Okay. Runway ILS 31, runway 31. Runway is 31. Elevation 1,425 and frequency. $110,500. Nav 1. So I can only assume that the approach point, whatever the approach point is here, UL jab, these are probably like 1,000 feet of that. Let's see what this thing says. Old jab, 3,600 feet. So before we change cruise, we need to get that requested in like 4,000 feet. And 15,000 feet dialed in. Let's do this.
Clearance delivery. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1 ready to copy IFR clearance to Kilo Alpha X-ray November.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1 is cleared to Kilo Alpha X-ray November Airport via the DUCHS-8 departure, runway 24. Climb via SID maintain 16,000. Departure frequency is 1 tree 4 decimal tree, squawk 6115.
They want us at 16 instead of 15, that's fine.
Cleared to Kilo Alpha X-ray November via the DUCHS-8 departure, runway 24. Climb by SID maintains 16,000. Departure frequency is 1 tree 4 decimal tree, squawk 6115. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1, readback is correct. Contact ground on 124 decimal 0 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Hi team, ready to leave for Alexandria? I see you're already getting everything prepped for our passenger Madam Middleton. We expect all of you to provide her with the best of service. I know I can count on you. Have a nice flight.
We'll try. Try.
Ground. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1 ready to taxi. IFR.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Taxi to and hold short of runway 24 using taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 124 decimal 0 when ready.
Not much to this place. I don't mind. I kind of prefer them small as opposed to huge and busy.
Taxi to and hold short runway 24 using taxiway Bravo. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
That song was so darn good. I hope you don't mind. Earlier today in the earlier show, when I first heard it, I just had to hear it again. It was the story was that darn good. So let me go and put that on again and get our taxi done and us set up for takeoff. Thank you for your understanding. And for flying Kinneas VIP Skyways, or whatever we're calling ourselves.
got a jacket that don't quite fit, and a tie that's pulling at my neck a bit. They say, smile, son, you're the chosen ride for the guilty rich with something to hide. Clipboard queen with a practiced grin says wheels up fast, don't ask where they've been. I nod like I'm just part of the machine, but I read between what isn't seen. Oh, the runway's long and the silence thick, and every favor's just another trick. I'm your first-class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can sip your lies while I hold the line. At 30,000 everything's just fine. No one checks the conscience when the view's this bright. I am your first-class alibi tonight. They talk in codes like a cheap TV, with designer shades and a guarantee that what goes up won't come back down, at least not here in this private town. I hear confessions through a cabin wall, filtered drinks and protocol. They think I'm deaf behind this door, just a hired hand, nothing more. But the black box knows what I won't say. Every little sin at cruising air. I'm your first-class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can toast your deals in the dim cabin lights, while I keep the wings steady in flight. No one checks the conscience when the seat's just right. I am your first-class alibi tonight. Turbulence hits and they grip their glass. Funny how the mighty pray so fast. Suddenly I'm more than just the help. I'm the only thing between them and themselves. Cabin secure. Yeah, we're climbing still. I'm your first-class alibi. Don't ask me why. I just trace the lines across the sky. You can dress it up in gold and charm, but gravity don't care who you are. When the wheels come down, you're out of sight, and I'm just the ghost of your midnight flight. Hang up the tie, let the engines cool. Another quiet trip for another fool.
Brilliant.
Captain, we're in overspeed. We need to slow down.
Altimeter 2981. Radar contact continue.
Excuse me. All right. Hopefully that's in the right ballpark, which is right in there. That's fine. Nice and easy. Okay, vertical speed, toggle mode still, autopilot, and now. Need nav on. All right, first point. Wiki. That darn bank limiter won't stay on. So even in a turn like that, the VIPs get disgruntled. It's just too much. They don't like it. Hey, thank you for tuning in this morning. Hey, if you're stopping in, if I could please implore you to hit that like button every time you stop in, I really appreciate it. I am trying to become better friends after 14, 18, 20 years. The algorithm, the YouTube algorithm still and I are just not entirely good friends. So one of the things they said is, well, the like button really helps. People hitting that like button. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Speaking of subscribers, do you need a follower, another follower? Are you trying to get monetized? Do you just want another follower? Somebody to, when you're doing your stuff, to go jump in and hit the like button? Stick around for a few minutes and make your analytics look good? Well, sir and or madam, or plurals, I'll do it. Just jump in the chat room. If I'm not subscribed to you, jump in the chat room, say hello. I don't bite. Drop an emoji. Just make yourself known in the chat room. That immediately puts 3 dots next to your name. I can click that. Gives me the option to go to channel. I can immediately go to your channel, hit subscribe, turn all notifications to on, and I'm done. No hassle. Easy. So, don't be ashamed if you have no content up yet either. You got to start somewhere. Got to have those followers. And they're making it easier and easier and easier for you to get monetized these days. Like 500 subscribers now. That's nice of them to do. There's other things we're trying to get implemented at YouTube that we would like to see happen. Myself and other users. And one of them is to do collaborations. So you can do collaborations, and they've added a feature in there so you can name your collaborators, but it doesn't let you share the monetization. It doesn't allow you to designate who that collaborator is, what they do in your chain, and how to assign them some of the monetization. So I can't select Hazardous is my collaborator, and he's kind of a writer, so put him down as a writer or another artist, and then hit the share feature. And he's not yet monetized because he doesn't have the minimum 500 subscribers. I think that if somebody who is monetized adds you as a collaborator no matter what. You may have one subscriber, but if somebody that already is monetized adds you as a collaborator, you're immediately monetized. Right? Wouldn't that help? I would love to be able to just pop, add Hazardous, Atlas as collaborators onto things. Done. They're monetized. It's like your seniority perk is being, somebody that's been on YouTube a long time. Right? People like feeling like they have a little bit of power. That would make a lot of people happy. The thing that's making people most unhappy, and me in particular, YouTube is adding ads and injecting ads no matter what your settings are set for. I don't like a lot of ads. YouTube seems to think that I want ads every minute. It's not me, folks. I promise you. I even made a post about it today, and I put up a screenshot of what it's doing. I have my ads set to schedule, and I am supposed to be able to schedule when the ads happen, what time interval. Every 10 minutes, 18 minutes, every 30 minutes. I usually always set it at 30 minutes. I don't want you getting bombarded with ads, and it doesn't matter so much. Even 18 minutes, like radio. Radio used to be like 15. Top of the hour, 15 minutes after the hour, bottom of the hour, 45 minutes after the hour, back to the top of the hour. Right? And that's reasonable. So you can set it to 18 minutes. But anyway, I've been setting it to 30 minutes. YouTube has been putting in ads before the first 3 minutes, before the first 7 minutes. Sometimes not even 3 minutes before it plays another ad. And I've got the proof. And I've tried now changing over to other settings. You select automatic. You tell it, do you want a lot of ads, medium ads, or just a few ads? Okay, I set that. I just want a few ads, please. It doesn't matter what you set it as. It injects ads like mad. So after every show has been processed, then I have to take time to go into every single live stream that I've done and go in and obliterate about 80% of the ads on a replay. I can't stand going in and watching content that is blasting me with ads. I get so mad and frustrated, and I stop watching whatever I'm watching, and then I start hating on the person who I thought was manually setting the options like I do. I tell Christine we're watching TV and watching it, and it's just bombarding us with ads. And I'm like, that person has the ability to set their ads the way that they want. They are being jerks and hitting us and just smothering us with ads. Don't subscribe to them. And I get all mad. And now I apologize. It wasn't you. It wasn't me. YouTube is hurting us by doing that and not fixing their settings. They're hurting us badly. They're driving people away. Everybody's complaining about the number of ads. People in my that come into this watch my stream. Too many ads, Kinneas. But look, I've got it set to one ad every 30 minutes. I'm not doing you dirty. YouTube is doing us all dirty. Bad. So, on behalf of myself, I don't know what I'm apologizing for. It's not my fault. But I apologize. And I've been sending it feedback and complaining and complaining and complaining. Today I made another X post about it, and I'll make another one tomorrow. They need to fix this. Google chose to buy YouTube, and now they're crying, what, it's too expensive? You got to just do this and just inject the heck out of these commercials to make a buck? You chose to be YouTube. You chose to buy YouTube. You chose to take it over. Make it work right, please. And please update our darn editor. It's so 2001. Come on, YouTube. Give us a world-class video editor. All right. Where are we? We are at 13,000 feet, almost 16,000 feet, and we're going to skip again and try to do an ILS landing. Still don't know why. I even set it over to localizer mode, and it didn't take. Okay, 16, 54, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
New York Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
The next song coming up.
300 climbing 16,000.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. New York Center, altimeter 29er 89er. Radar contact. Continue to wiki.
The next song coming up is
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Contact New York Center on 1 tree 4.45. Good day.
good. They're done talking. The next song coming up is about yours truly. He knocked out another, I think it's another swing big band sounding song. It's called Kinneas Won't Go Down.
Please acknowledge.
1 tree 4.45 for Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. New York Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1 is at 15,400 climbing 16,000.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. New York Center, altimeter 29er87. Radar contact. Continue to wiki.
2987 dialed in. Okay, almost at 16. Get into alt hold. Get our speed under control. Announce cruise.
To all passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on flight SVI-21. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 15,600 feet at an airspeed of 200 knots. It's 7:34 p.m. and are expecting to land in Alexandria approximately at 9 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Okay, now I want to initiate a descent.
New York Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Request 6,000.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
Don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to set that to 203 knots. Probably not. Bank limiter's probably off again. No, it's on. Okay. Frequency is set. I'm nervous. approach.
Sierra Victor India 2-1. You can cancel IFR. Continue VFR.
Approach not taken. Switching over to nav 1.
Gauge reads 50%, Captain.
Approach. Approach is on. Well, that's good. Landing gear down. Landing lights on. 213.
Victor India 2-1. Please expedite your climb 6,000.
See, now air traffic control's jacked up. They're not in sync with what we're trying to do here. So we did it right. We're coming in right. We hit approach right. And now air traffic control wants us up.
Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Cancel IFR at this time.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Center, Kin Sierra Victor India.
And now we lost our flight plan.
Cessna
I don't know what the hell is wrong with this
6
air
miles
traffic
southeast
control.
of Mike Yankee 901, 3,300. Request flight following.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Center. Squawk 5562.
Squawk 5562. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Radar contact 4 miles southeast of Mike Yankee 901, 2,500. Altimeter 2968.
Roger. Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1.
So we're gonna get penalized.
Center, Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. 3 miles southeast of Kilo Alpha, X-Ray November, 2300. Request IFR to Kilo Alpha, X-Ray November. Ready to copy.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1 is cleared to Kilo Alpha X-Ray November Airport as filed. Squawk 5562.
So it's not working out. We're just gonna land it anyway.
Autopilot.
I know. Should have just gone around. Not a big deal.
Kin Sierra Victor India 2-1. Did you hear my last transmission?
I don't care about your last transmission. I'm sick of you guys. Sick of you guys. Sick of you guys not working right. Yep, we're gonna get all kinds of penalties. Let's just skip.
That was a smooth ride. Thanks for the safe travel, Captain. I will recommend your company.
Recommend? Okay. I'm glad that you will recommend our company.
Kilo Alpha X-Ray November automatic.
Oh no, I've been in the be right back screen this whole time. I'm so darn sorry. We're gonna go right back to that be right back screen. I'm so sorry. What happens? Half baked. So sorry. Well, the passenger satisfaction was great, 88%. Not so bad on procedures. Respect the condition of the aircraft, 98%. I like that. Only one radio communication error. I bet we still get reputation taken out for unapproved landing. No, I'll be darned. They're like, you did so well, we have to give you something. Meh. The passives made another 500,000. That's nice. Insurance. Our insurance bill. And that's because of me. I've got the premium insurance on this because I've been crashing it so much. So we're back up, we're up to 24 million credits. The most I've ever made. Lazy's already at 100. Aaron's already a mogul. He's a mogul. He's got billions of dollars already. Credits. Billions of credit. It's a meritocracy. Okay. Now I said I got to put it right back into the Be Right Back screen. It's time for another small little break. And now we're going on to the next amazing, amazing tune. I think. About yours truly. Called Kinneas Won't Go Down. That just... Never mind.
Kinneas keeps his collar tight, like he's strangling luck every single night. Logbook thick with 1,000 lies, stamped and signed under borrowed skies. They say he's golden, steady hands, built his name on shaky lands. Every landing clean and neat, but fate keeps tapping at his feet. Oh, he laughs it off like a cheap cliche, but death's been circling anyway. Kinneas won't go down, not tonight. Even when the engines cough mid-flight, he's dancing on a razor line between we're fine and we're out of time. Yeah, he shrugs it off when he hits the ground, but something keeps trying to take him down. Hydraulics fail at 32. Cabin's calm, but he knows the truth. Co-pilot's pale, the checklist shakes, while Kinneas smirks at the breaks it makes. Seen this once or twice before.
He's not quite sure anymore.
Flips the switch with a gambler's grace, like he's cheating time in a losing race. So the tower calls, but he cuts them short. He's got his own kind of last resort. Kinneas won't go down, not today. Even when the sky turns shades of gray, he's stitching seconds into air, like he's got a deal with nowhere. Yeah, he walks away when the tires scream, but you can't outrun every bad dream. Coffee cold and his hands still shake from another call he just escaped. They pat his back like he's bulletproof, but he's running thin on borrowed truth. Every nice save cuts him deep, 'cause luck like that don't come cheap.
Dang you.
Maybe
I didn't want a night flight.
Stand by.
Stand by.
I've got it.
Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong thing.
Kinneas won't go down, not yet. Even with a sky that won't forget all the times he bent the rules of fate, running late at heaven's gate. Yeah, the wheels touch down, the crowd's unbound, but someday luck won't be around. So he straightens up, plays it cool, just another flight, just another fool.
That's me. Just another flying fool. I love it. These songs that Hazardous is able to conjure out of SUNO AI are just fantastic, man. So this next approach is a VFR. So I think we're in good shape, just landing manually. All right. The next song is the big breakthrough. For over a week, he's been trying to get it to do a duet. Initially, we're talking about like a Disney show tunes, a buddy song, right? You know, you're flying with your buddy, you got a song about your buddy. And usually in the movies, you know, they really don't see eye to eye. There's differences between them, but they end up getting along and becoming bros, you know? And he's been trying to get it to knock out a song like that, and they all just come out too cheesy and like romantic, like Brokeback Pilots, some stuff like that. Whatever, maybe you're into that, but that's not what we're going for. He got it to do a duet today. He has figured out how to make it do duets. But it did a duet between a male and a female pilot. And I thought, oh crap, it's going to be all romantic again. Nope. Perfect. Perfect. Two pilots that really don't see eye to eye. But the job gets done. They're better with both of them. So, as they say, wait for it, because this duet is going to knock your socks off. So, let's get up, let's get into cruise, and let me put it back to the damn right screen this time. And we'll get that tune played coming for a landing and call it a night. Again, thank you so much for coming in. Please, if you're stopping in even for a minute, please, one click, please. Click that like button. I need all the help you can give me at this time. More help than I've ever asked for before. Please, please, please. Like and subscribe. Stop in every day. Hit that time. Stick around for a few minutes if you can. It helps the analytics. If they see you just pop in, and there people pop in and then they blaze after a minute, they're like, this channel's not that good. Tough field out there. I'm going to play that song again. I'm just going to try to get us through. You already seen us go through setup for 2 flights already. So I'm going to play that song and just try to get us moved along and get us ready to take off and get into climbing towards our cruise. Again, playing it for the same time. Kinneas won't go down.
Kinneas keeps his collar tight, like he's strangling luck every single night. Logbook thick with 1,000 lies, stamped and signed under borrowed skies. They say he's golden, steady hands, built his name on shaky lands. Every landing clean and neat, but fate keeps tapping at his feet. Oh, he laughs it off like a cheap cliche, but death's been circling anyway. Kinneas won't go down, not tonight. Even when the engines cough mid-flight, he's dancing on a razor line between we're fine and we're out of time. Yeah, he shrugs it off when he hits the ground, but something keeps trying to take him down. Hydraulics fail at 32. Cabin's calm, but he knows the truth. Co-pilot's pale, the checklist shakes, while Kinneas smirks at the breaks it makes. Seen this once or twice before.
He's not quite sure anymore.
Flips the switch with a gambler's grace, like he's cheating time in a losing race. So the tower calls, but he cuts them short. He's got his own kind of last resort. Kinneas won't go down, not today. Even when the sky turns shades of gray, he's stitching seconds into air, like he's got a deal with nowhere. Yeah, he walks away when the tires scream, but you can't outrun every bad dream. Coffee cold and his hands still shake from another call he just escaped. They pat his back like he's bulletproof, but he's running thin on borrowed truth. Every nice save cuts him deep, 'cause luck like that don't come cheap. Mayday, no, stand by, I've got it. Won't go down, not yet. Even with a sky that won't forget all the times he bent the rules of fate, running late at heaven's gate. Yeah, the wheels touch down, the crowd's unbound, but someday luck won't be around. So he straightens up, plays it cool, just another flight, just another fool.
The song that we heard before that one was called, and was, First Class Alibi. They kind of sound the same, music-wise, but these stories are very different.
I got a jacket that don't quite fit, and a tie that's pulling at my neck a bit. They say, smile, son, you're the chosen ride for the guilty rich with something to hide. Clipboard queen with a practiced grin says wheels up fast, don't ask where they've been. I nod like I'm just part of the machine, but I read between what isn't seen. Oh, the runway's long and the silence thick, and every favor's just another trick. I'm your first-class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can sip your lies while I hold the line. At 30,000, everything's just fine. No one checks conscience when the view's this bright. I am your first class alibi tonight. They talk in codes like a cheap TV with designer shades and a guarantee that what goes up won't come back down, at least not here in this private town. I hear confessions through a cabin wall, filtered drinks and protocol. They think I'm deaf behind this door, just a hired hand, nothing more. But the black box knows what I won't say. Every little sin at cruising aid. I'm your first class alibi in the sky tonight, serving altitude with your appetite. You can toast your deals in the dim cabin lights, while I keep the wings steady in flight. No one checks the conscience when the seat's just right. I am your first class alibi tonight. Turbulence hits and they grip their glass. Funny how the mighty pray so fast. Suddenly I'm more than just the help. I'm the only thing between them and themselves. Cabin secure. Yeah, we're climbing still. I'm your first class alibi. Don't ask me why. I just trace the lines across the sky.
Wow, 33.
You can dress it up in gold and charm, but gravity don't care who you are. When the wheels come down, you're out of sight, and I'm just the ghost of your midnight flight. Hang up the tie, let the engines cool. Another quiet trip for another fool.
Isn't that song amazing? I love it. That's a hell of a song. We're gonna have to do another one. Let me come down to this, then we'll come down again. 20. I want us at 23. All right. So now the first song that we heard this evening, again, the big one's coming up, so stand by. First song we heard this evening out of the new songs was Neon Runway Cowboy. Again, a AI song that Hazard coaxed up from SUNO called Neon Runway Cowboy. And this could be for any of you out there. You might want to ask Hazard if you can use this for your shows when you're doing cargo.
Midnight horizon, the engine's alive. Got a one-way ticket in a SkyDrive ride. dust on my boots, but the cockpit glows. Analog dials in the purple tone. Radio crackles a late night call. Got a rush delivery, can you haul? Town fades out in a neon blur. Runway stripes like a midnight spur. Throttle up, feel that engine crash. Small town kid gonna learn to fly. White line flash, heartbeat fast. Leave the ground, no looking back. Static fades into the blue. Just me, this bird, and a job to do. I'm a neon runway cowboy riding through the sky. In a six-seat dream where the starlights fly. Got a cargo hold full of promises to keep. And a restless soul that don't need sleep. Through the twilight glow and the radar lines, chasing city lights and county signs. From the backwoods strip to the skyline zone, I make my living out here alone. Mountain shadows in electric blue, autopilot humming like it always knew. Crosswinds push, but I hold her tight, dancing with the dark in the dead of night. GPS lines and a compass spin, every mile's where I'm growing in. Used to doubt if I had the nerve, now I ride every twist and curve. Fuel gauge low, but I'm locked in, chasing dawn like a second wind. Hear that tower clear me through, runway's yours, we're watching you. I'm a neon runway cowboy riding through the sky. In a six-seat dream where the starlights fly. Got a cargo hold full of promises to keep. And a restless soul that don't need sleep. Through the twilight glow and the radar lines, chasing city lights and county signs. From the backwoods strip to the skyline zone, I make my living out here alone. Mama said, son, don't chase that wind. But I found my life where the clouds begin. Every drop, every climb, every shaky start. Built these wings and this stubborn heart. I'm a neon runway cowboy greeting the sun. Another long night flight finally done. Got a cargo hold empty, but a fire inside. And a brand new day on the other side. From the dirt road past to the endless blue, every mile up here feels true. Yeah, I found my name where the wild winds roam up in the sky. Yeah, I found my home. A runway behind me, sunrise ahead, another job waiting, another sky to tread.
Okay, we got the descent back to 13. Okay, so now I can try to skip. Okay. Let me get that part done.
To all passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone.
Yeah, I've been happy to be your pilot today, your captain today.
We are currently cruising at an altitude of 21,500 feet and an airspeed of 200 knots. It's 6:35 p.m. and are expecting to land in Tampa approximately at 10:24 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Okay. All right. But before we do that, I want to now play The Big Deal. In the last song, in one of the last songs that we heard, the Kinneas song, Kinneas Won't Go Down, there's a moment in there where a backup singer, female backup singer, comes in. And I think that's where Hazardous started figuring out how to get a duet in. Because it's clearly, for one line, a female voice kicks in, and she does, again, just one line. And then he managed to unlock and figure out how to make it do a duet. And I don't know what prompts he used. He says he's not using a whole lot of prompts. He's letting the AI come up with it mostly. And it came up. It came up with an amazing, amazing duet. I'm not kidding. This really should blow your socks off. If it doesn't, I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay. The big deal song of the day is called Same Runway, Different Lies. At the end, comment if you're out there listening. Did it not knock out a perfect duet? We wanted a buddy film, but this works perfect. A guy and a gal can be a buddy. Be buddies. So you listen, and I'm going to try to not crash the plane. I'm going to do our skip cruise and trying to bring it in for a landing and end the show. Here we go.
You talk like you've got nothing to lose, like the sky's just something you can abuse. Every shortcut, every bend, you call it skill, I call pretend.
Oh, here you go with your holy act, like your hands are clean and your wings intact.
You fly by rules like they're divine.
I just get there faster
every time. You're gonna get us both in flames.
You're gonna bore us to the grave.
Same cockpit, different names. We're on the same runway, different lives, reading different truths in the same old skies.
You say hold steady, I say roll the dice.
Somewhere in between might keep us alive.
We don't agree, but we're side by side.
On the same runway,
different lives. I've seen what happens when luck runs dry. There's no clever line,
no alibi,
just silence ringing in your ears,
and a lifetime packed in seconds of fear.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Don't think I haven't.
I just don't freeze.
When the odds start slanting,
you hesitate.
I take the lead.
That's the difference that we both need.
You push too far.
You cross the line.
You hold too back.
You waste the time.
Still we climb. We're on the same runway, different lies.
You trust the book, I trust the signs.
You say be careful, I say it be quick.
Funny how both can do the trick.
We don't agree, but we're side by side. On the same runway,
different lies.
Engines off. Did you see that drop?
I had it handled.
Just let me talk. You almost lost it at 23.
Yeah?
And who brought us back? That'd be me. Wait.
Wait.
That crosswind,
you called it first.
and your correction.
Yeah, it worked.
Maybe we're not as wrong as we thought. We're on the same runway, same damn fight.
Turn
less about who was right. Same runway, same sky, different voices, but we still fly.
Was that was that not amazing? I think so. I think it's one of the best things I've ever heard. I'm still just so dumbfounded. I shouldn't be surprised. It's 2026. And that was completely AI generated. Her voice was divine. Both of their voices were great. Her voice was divine. Yeah. Getting into stall territory. Pardon my language. I have to hear it again. See if I can get this done and not crash. Play it one more time. Ease me up while we're landing. Relax me. Oh, come on. Okay. Don't crash into the building.
You talk like you've got nothing to lose, like the sky's just something you can abuse. Every shortcut, every bend, you call it skill.
What the hell's the runway?
Pretend.
Oh, here you go.
Where the hell's the runway? Oh, down there?
Like
wow.
Your hands are clean and your wings intact.
You fly by rules like they're divine.
I just get there faster.
It's over there. We have to circle around.
You're gonna get us both in flames.
You're gonna bore us to the grave.
Same cockpit, different names. We're on the same runway, different lives, reading different truths in the same old skies.
You say hold it steady, I say roll the dice.
Somewhere in between might keep us alive.
We don't agree, but we're side by side.
On the same runway,
different lives. I've seen what happens when luck runs dry. There's no clever line,
no alibi,
just silence ringing in your ears,
and a lifetime packed in seconds of fear.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Don't think I haven't.
I just don't freeze.
When the odds start slanting,
you hesitate.
I take the lead.
That's the difference that we both need.
You push too far.
You cross the line.
You hold too back.
You waste the time.
Still we climb. We're on the same runway, different lives.
You trust the book, I trust the sign.
What the hell is it?
Say be careful, I say be quick.
Funny how both can do the trick.
We don't agree, but we're side by side.
Oh no.
Same runway,
different lives.
Engine's off. Did you see that drop?
I had it handled.
Just let me talk. You almost lost it at 23.
Yeah.
And who brought us back? That'd be me. Wait.
Wicked fast.
Yeah. That crosswind.
You called it first.
And your correction.
Yeah, it worked.
Maybe.
Wow.
Not as wrong.
Oh no!
We're on the same runway, same damn fight.
Turn runs into something
I knew it was dangerous.
Bring the caution,
I'd bring the spark.
somehow we land in the dark.
We don't agree, but we're side by side.
Now it's less about who was right.
Same runway, same sky, different voices,
but we still fly.
Well, it must not have been that bad. There was no damage to the plane. We crashed, and I knew it. I knew I turned around too fast. And then I dove for it. Because we were nearing the end of the show. And I'm like, what the hell? Let's just do it. Too fast. He saw me. I was on the side of the runway trying to get back over to the center line. And put it down too hard. But didn't really... you just saw when I went back in there to go fix the plane to find out how bad I cracked up. Really nothing to repair. So it was just hard. Boy, but they took their share of reputation for that one. Well deserved. I did it. Did it to myself. Wasn't that song perfect? Yeah, just love it, love it, love it. Okay, I got to get up early and help Hazardous with stuff he's got going on, and I'll try to be back for my afternoon live stream. So thank you so much for tuning in. I want to play us out with... What tune do I want to play us out with? SKYDUDE Kinneas. So this is the second song. No, let's play one of these again. What's my favorite? The Kinneas one. I mean, they're all my favorites, but... See you tomorrow. Hit that like button. God bless.
Kinneas keeps his collar tight, like he's strangling luck every single night. Logbook thick with 1,000 lies, stamped and signed under borrowed skies. They say he's golden, steady hands, built his name on shaky lands. Every landing clean and neat, but fate keeps tapping at his feet. Oh, he laughs it off like a cheap cliche, but death's been circling anyway. Kinneas won't go down, not tonight. Even when the engines cough mid-flight, he's dancing on a razor line between we're fine and we're out of time. Yeah, he shrugs it off when he hits the ground, but something keeps trying to take him down. Hydraulics fail at 32. Cabin's calm, but he knows the truth. Co-pilot's pale, the checklist shakes, while Kinneas smirks at the breaks it makes. Seen this once or twice before.
He's not quite sure anymore.
Flips the switch with a gambler's grace, like he's cheating time in a losing race. So the tower calls, but he cuts them short. He's got his own kind of last resort. Won't go down, not today. Even when the sky turns shades of gray, he's stitching seconds into air, like he's got a deal with nowhere. Yeah, he walks away when the tires scream, but you can't outrun every bad dream. Coffee cold and his hands still shake from another call he just escaped. They pat his back like he's bulletproof, but he's running thin on borrowed truth. Every nice save cuts him deep, 'cause luck like that don't come cheap. Mayday, no, stand by, I've got it. rules of fate, running late at heaven's gate. Yeah, the wheels touch down, the crowd's unbound, but someday luck won't be around. So he straightens up, plays it cool, just another flight, just another fool.
Tonight's show is not brought to you by Chiclets. What the hell were Chiclets